Hi guys, this is MegaDragonoid. As you probably can see, we're playing Ace Attorney, Investigations, Miles Edgeworth, Prosecutor's Path. Too much words, too many locations. I need a breather. So yeah, I'm not sure where we left off.
We actually go to the past again.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Well, that's easy. Well, let's get to it then. Yep. Oh, we already were in the past. We were at the same point. Yeah, there we go.
Back.
Oh yeah, we were going to check the place. The angel statues looking like they are eating chocolate fondue.
It would seem these angel statues are also Pierre Hawkwood's works. As I expected, they're just very well made. Looks like just a real thing.
So you're seen the real angel before, Detective Bat?
The Fantaternity is always the first to find fault with everything.
Perhaps that was wrong of me. It seems the musical instruments were used in a piece of cake. Of course, they are probably aren't made of candy. Detective Bat looks somewhat disappointed. We already had this, blah 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 blah. We are running loud. What an amazing trophy.
It's probably Masters, world's greatest pastry chef.
It's also made out of candy. It doesn't seem to last long.
Honor and glory doesn't last long. I think that's the lesson here.
I don't think it's quite as deep as that. Many of the trophy masters has received a place here. Besides the search contest, there are also awards for his charity work. Evidence display of both his skill and character. This trophy is... Recognize the TV program Piece of Cake for giving children hope and dreams. Hopes and dreams? Now I want to see it too. Oh, Kate! Miss Hall, I have come to investigate today.
Ah, Monsieur Edgeworth, I apologize for my disgraceful behavior earlier.
Oh, Raymond.
Mr. Raymond K. Ray?
Ding dong.
Bebop. Mr. Justin? Hello? Mr. Justin?
Sorry about that, guys. Had to go to the toilet.
We noticed. We heard the flushing over here.
Hey, she still looks a bit down.
One master said earlier must have been a real shock to her.
I prepared the photo I took of the desserts during them finals. Please take a look.
Wow, delicious cake is so cute.
What but is it legit? Because according to the rules, oh, I guess the plate will not be considered disqualifying, but I think the rest, like maybe that on top is not made out of pastry. Like it's a legit bowl or something. I can be wrong.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah.
We can't really trust anything that Delicious made, can we?
Yeah.
Monsieur Master also praised the design of Delicia's work very highly. Monsieur Gustavia and Dover's works gained high praise for both taste and design, but Monsieur Master said it felt like he was eating the exact same thing twice.
Same thing twice? That's weird.
But it seems that her dessert has completely different tastes for the final.
Was there anything else that was different between the finals and the semi-finals?
It's nothing major, but there was something. During the contest, Monsieur Gustavia's son always came to see him, but there was no sign of him at the finals.
Son came to visit? I wonder if there's any behind that. Would you mind leaving this photo with me?
Certainly. Anything to aid in the investigation. And here's the recipe book that contains a special drug for curing taste disorders.
That covers look familiar.
Wasn't this framed in the master's room?
Since it's also the prize of the contest, we put it out of the display.
Yeah, so the contest prize, Angel's recipe, wasn't just a recipe for dessert?
That's right, we informed participants, but it seems you all don't know yet.
But then I knew the true contest is of the angel recipe. So there's more stuff? Miss Hall, please tell me.
Isn't it always?
No. Miss Hall, please tell me all you know about the angel recipe. So the angel recipe contains the formula for the drug?
Yes, it's a recipe book for a new drugs that haven't been released in public yet. It's sold to the pharmaceutical company. I'm sure it would fetch the substantial price.
Why is something like that in the prize? Like that in the prize in the contest?
Monsieur Master is the only heir to the chairman of the Masters Group.
Master Group? That name sounds familiar.
They are the pharmaceutical company who deal with wide range of products.
Ah! They've become big news recently with the release of Cold Killer X.
Where have we read that before?
That name does ring a bell, yeah.
I know where it came from. Phoenix used to have it when around his ex-girlfriend. That was supposed to be the killer.
Yeah, that's true.
It was that with that Delivia Harway or something.
Hawthorne. Delilah Hardford.
Yeah, her.
Use the Cold Killer product.
But I have never once seen you with a cold. I would like to hear more about the master group. Did the master not wanted to follow in his parents' footsteps?
Monsieur Master wanted to bring joy to people with his desserts. His parents also wanted him to become the great pastry chef and supported him. When his parents died, his recipe book was left to him as his inheritance.
Why would he give away a memento of his parents as a prize in the contest?
There were always people who were after it, something which troubled Monsieur Masters. But just giving away the memento would have been disrespectful to his parents. So he decided to pass it over to someone he acknowledged. And the members of the Masters Group approved of that? Information about new drugs being passed from to the outsiders. Of course, they objected. That's why Delicia participated in the contest. Only other of the Masters Group, she was requested to win the championship.
You knew Felicia's true identity from the start?
Yes, in order for her to win, I told her Monsieur Master's status and performances.
Why did you help her?
I helped her in order to protect Monsieur Masters and the Master Group. Of the drug recipes that were given to another company, he would be reprimanded by the board. I wanted to return the recipes to the company in a way that Monsieur Master would accept.
It was due to Miss Hall help that Alicia was able to reach the finals.
Speaking of which, Mr. Dover wasn't a pastry chef either. He sure did well to make it to the finals, considering he's just a sculptor.
Yeah, for him to be able to make such fine desserts despite being a sculptor.
From the sherbet sculptures he made for the finals, it clears to be him being a great talent, but could he really have made that by himself?
That is all I know. If there's anything else I can do to help.
Save Mr. Master. She trying to help as much as she can. May we perhaps have some more the tea from yesterday, please, Miss Hall? I'm sure that will help us get on the investigation.
Yeah, I'd like some of Kate's tea too.
Alright, understood. I'll be back in a minute.
Kate looks a bit better now.
A harp and some maracas are lined up here. He is on cruise of the craft. I can tell from looking them if they are sweets or the real thing. I'd like to touch them, but it will be go against the rules of preserving the crime scene.
Keep your hands off them. I already checked. They are real instruments.
But if you can't tell by looking, how do you know they were real without touching them?
Indeed. I didn't touch them. Not with my hands, that is.
Surely not. No, I'm overthinking it. Can we go up here?
Yes, we got a full up Dr. Robotnik here.
Nice. Where does this elevator go?
To the second floor, Master and Hull's quarters. Apparently, on her days off, Master makes candy and holds tea parties upstairs. But if it's a nice day, they probably have it in the gardens or something.
That sounds nice. I would like to invite when the case is over. Would you like to come up to Detective Bat?
You're wasting my breath. I don't nice with eternities.
Am I missing something?
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I found it already.
Raymond, could we talk for a bit?
Sure.
That's not what he said.
Bless you, Way. Bless you, Way.
Sorry.
You got an allergic reaction.
Sure thing, Mr. Edgeworth. Fire away.
Raymond, have you noticed anything about the case?
A lot, actually. Mr. Dover's body was found in Mr. Master's room.
Eat up, buddy!
And we found a murder weapon, that rock salt lamp, in Miss Delicious's candy castle.
That's perfect! Gulp.
Mrs. Delicious's desserts aren't so dreamy anymore, huh?
Yes, you're right.
And Kate looks sad too.
I asked you to note, not to dote.
Huh? Did I do something wrong?
I'm getting a little worried about your future. This case was your first investigation, huh, Raymond?
Yes, and I've been taking memos on everything that's happening.
And it'll be all in your stomach.
It's truly an inspiration to be investigating with you, Mr. Edgeworth.
You're aiming to be an eternity?
Yeah, defense attorneys are heroes of justice who help those in need. The moment I saw how amazing Mr. Edgeworth was in court, I decided to be his apprentice.
Mm.
But defenses also defend people.
Defenses?
Detective.
But detectives also defend people.
I like defend people too. What?
Defenses on the defenses people too. Defend on the fence, okay? Don't front on the fence.
Is it a French fence? Big fence?
I guess we made a new Yoda here.
Wow, Danny.
Yes.
Calm down.
Hey, you made me crack.
It's good to hear you laughing, Benny. It's really good to hear you laughing.
Jam.
When he's around at me, he's constantly laughing on the ground.
You pretty much can say that, yeah. Woo!
Oh
I already
God.
have my heart set of becoming a defense attorney.
I cannot not take the word defense anymore. I can't take it serious.
Is that so? Well, good luck now.
Perhaps Detective Bat was our apprentice too. He gets gummy.
No, he gets gum bear. I'm a gummy bear. He is a gummy bear, but he's eating like 5th grade.
What are you investigating exactly? Sir, I'm testing the water in the fountain for virgin matter, sir!
Have you found anything?
It seems that they're both chocolate and sherbet mixed in with the fountain water. Imagine the chocolate from Jeff Master's room and the sherbet that melted from Isaac Dover's room. They all share the same composition.
You sounded like drunk then.
Who?
You sounded a little bit drunk, Danny.
Maybe it's from all the sherbet.
You're bad. The fountain water circulates through the streams that flow from each of the 4 rooms. Perhaps the melted sherbet flowed into the fountain.
Sherbet!
Also, someone's blood has detected as well. Oh. We found something interesting.
What are you saying? How could there have been blood in the fountain? Remember the body in the fountain, man? What?
Like that bat, please think back in our investigation of the crime scene. Detective Bat, please look at the crime scene carefully once more. Bloodstains that should retained at the crime scene has disappeared. Oh, I get what happened. They broke off that piece and threw it in the water. That's why the blood wasn't found anymore.
Yeah.
What do you think, Justin?
Yeah, well, that does make sense.
Yeah, like that piece never has been found, while clearly in one of the photos we used to have, and we still have, that piece has blood on it. Now we found where it went. It's in the water.
He's in the water, just upon me. He's in the water, just upon you. The ocean, across the sea. I definitely didn't get any reports about the bloodstain being cleaned up.
Bloodstain disappeared from the crime scene. Also, part of the treasure chest was missing too. It's only that serious face again. Perhaps the blood in the fountain belongs to this person.
Mamma mia.
$10 on my right.
Justin?
Yes. Sorry, I just had to double check. But yes, you are 100% right.
$10.
The victim. Deliciousness. Let's run a conversation with the blood and the murder weapon.
What?
It's a match! The blood in the fountain! It's Dover's!
I wonder why the criminals spilled the victim's blood into the fountain. We found the answer.
We saw Soul
Hey!
Single play!
We have gathered information about all the contestants. And yet we still haven't heard Gustavia's side of the story. That reminds me. Why did you enter Mr. Dover's room, Miss Gustavia?
Oh, that was because...
Here comes the threatening voice.
Silence, ignoramus. You are not to give that attorney the tiniest hint of information.
I got the spies again!
Well, at least he got spiced.
What exactly was he doing in Mr. Dover's room? And moreover, something is odd about his semi-final entry. Patricia bad at designing and a sculpture skilled at only designing? Would it have been extremely difficult for either of them to win the contest alone? Could it be that Miss Gustavia and Mr. Go connection is Detective Bad? We have a reason to suspect that the actions of Don Gustavia.
Yeah.
If it's Imperial, we find a way to contact him at once.
Oh, the conversation is most interesting.
Oh, wrong voice. Oops.
However, I cannot allow you to speak with Mr. Gustavia.
Von Karma.
My rival.
I have already conducted my interrogation of him. It is not necessary for him to speak any further, especially to a me defense attorney. Tick, tick, tick. I will answer your questions in that full length.
Oh, interesting. Yes, indeed.
It seems Miss Vorkama intends to prevent me from meeting with Gustavia in person. I understand. In that case, I have but one thing to ask you.
Yes?
I would like to know the relationship between Gustavia and Miss Dover. Mr. Dover, sorry.
Get up, watch. Hello? Why is not responding? Probably dead.
Time to put it on the charger. Bada bing, bada boom.
Gustavia and Dover's relationship? It's obvious the only relationship they had was that they happened to participate in the same contest.
That's it?
There is nothing more to say. What? How are we supposed to understand anything from so little?
If we want Von Karma to decode the truth, we have no choice to present evidence. It's all too obvious that he's hiding something. Okay, hit me.
Okay, so you want to present the semi-final desserts on the second statement.
Second statement, got it. Prosecutor Von Karma, I'd like you to look at these desserts. The desserts were made for the contest semi-finals. Don't you think these two have a particular impressive design?
Just what are you getting at?
Wow, grumpy face. These two desserts were made by Miss Gustavia and Miss Dover. Mr. Dover.
Hello.
I wouldn't exactly call Miss Gavia the designer skills praiseworthy. Yet for the semi-finals, he was able to produce something compared to Mr. Dover's. Furthermore, these two desserts have the exact same flavor.
What are you trying to say?
They are pencil hat. I'm saying that possibly they correlate with each other on their entries. Prosecutor Von Karma, please take a closer look at the desserts. At the first glance, they made completely different. But even though the designs are different, it's clear they were made from the same materials.
Is that so?
The same flavor and the same composition, it's possible that they missed the similarity of never mind. The very existence of these two desserts points to the link between Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover.
Since you already know this much, I'll tell you the truth.
Wow, awkward silence all of a sudden. Like, poof, got music. Did Von Karma know about their collaboration?
However, what I am about to say is not going to help your case at all.
A real connection.
If you want to know about Gustavia and Dover's connection so badly, I'll tell you. Last night, when I interrogated Gustavia, he told me about his connection with Dover. Until the day before the finals, they worked on their desserts together.
You knew about their cooperation all this time, didn't you? Why do you conceal the truth?
Would appreciate it if you didn't sully my reputation. Until I explain my points in court, I avoid giving away unnecessary detail. I was merely saving your time.
How can he act like this and keep the truth from us? His concealance of the truth is something I simply cannot ignore. Okay, hit me.
You have to press on the third statement.
Why do you think Mr. Gustav and Mr. Dover collaborated?
Why? Because Gustavia had poor design sense, and Dover was a novice at baking. Without the help of each other, they would never have made it through a single round.
If so, what was their mutual goal? Why they collaborated until the finals?
The finals will be fought on our own merit, Gustavia said, and he ended the collaboration. Gustavia's goal was to obtain the title of the world's greatest chef. It seems his pride as a pastry chef won out in the end. Victory in the finals would certainly have been hollow of Patty pieces.
Yeah. So he believes that the cooperation had went as far as the semi-finals. What if it really continued through the finals? Prosecutor for Karma, could you explain their cooperation in a little more detail?
Very well. Bro?
Yeah, sorry. Checking if I can reboot my phone. My watch, but I meant.
Why? Because Gustavia had full design sense, and Dover was a novice at baking.
You already said that once.
So apparently there's 2 new lines.
I think these are the two new lines. Yeah?
Their cooperation lasted only through the semi-finals. For the finals, they were on their own.
Okay, but what we're supposed to do... these are the two.
No, try pressing to the right again.
Bro, look here.
Alright. Okay,
This is the second one.
it's just weird because on this it says you get 2 new lines. And you need to present Delicious testimony on the second of these new lines.
No. Ah, there it goes. Finally, it boots again. Watch is booting. Good. I want it. Delicious testimony. There we go. You said that Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover didn't collaborate during the finals. That's strange. Alicia testified that Dover's sherbet was the most delicious. Being a noted chef, I doubt he would have done all that by himself. Perhaps the two of them collaborated during the finals as well.
Defense attorney, how many times do I have to tell you? Delicious Scone's subjective opinion cannot be admitted as evidence. There's still a chance that another chef could make something tasty. My wife is an amateur, yet her cooking rivals that of world-class chefs. I highly doubt that.
Yeah. Look at that smirk on his face! I love it! I love it! I love it! I love that smirk. You guys?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. How is that not even a subject of opinion?
Moreover, even if you take this pharmacist's testimony to be true, it changes nothing. She also mentions that a part of his sherbet was very salty. Which means you can hardly call his entry for the finals perfect.
No. Still, let's work. I love it.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. What? No more objections?
Is there no way I can prove their cooperation?
Mr. Edgeworth? There's something that's been bugging me.
What is it?
The desserts Mr. Dover made for the finals would have taken a long time to make, right?
Indeed, they were frozen sculptures after all.
How would he have had the time to sculpt it after it was frozen? Let alone help Mr. Gustavia with his design as well. The way I see it, just waiting for the sherbet to freeze would have used up all of his time. Just how was he able to make those sherbet sculptures?
Raymond, you might have a promising future after all. Oh, we made his day. Oh, eat up, buddy. Thanks to you, I have noticed one more possibility. Gulp. That's right, Miss Doe's Herbert needed time to freeze properly, and the constant time limit would not have been enough. Mr. Dover used the time to make a sherbet within the time limit it was prepared in advance.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I can think of.
Is the answer legit?
It is.
Huh. If the sherbet was prepared in advance, all he to do was sculpt it.
You! Just what are you mumbling about?
Please excuse me, I finally realized. Your earlier view was correct.
Huh? Miss Edgeworth?
Detective
Yeah.
Bat?
Sira. Is she okay?
Sure. Oh, let's wait a bit.
I don't remember hearing her say she was on BRB, but she may have said it and I just didn't hear it.
Back.
Back.
you are you okay, Sira?
I had to do something.
Kinda noticed.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Moment. I was getting food.
What are you doing? So when you
Oh, so you finally admitting defeat.
no.
No. All I'm admitting is that the truth of one of your statements. Dover and Gustavia collaborated lastly only until the day before the finals. Green screen was a little bit screwed up. It was exactly as you said. They only collaborated until the day before the finals. Dot dot dot. The sculpture in Dover's rooms were all made out of sherbet. Such an amount would have likely needed to left night to freeze, which means Gustavia prepared Dover's sherbet in advance the day before.
That's right. So you realize Gustavia's cooperation ended the day before the finals.
Then why did Dover not help Gustavia in return?
The views of the dead of no concern to me.
But it is important. Criminal. Alright?
I mean, it's important in any matter at all, honestly.
If you're not going to answer that, I will need to get in touch with Mr. Gustavia himself. Or you're integrated not quite as thorough as you claim.
You Edgeworth! You dare mock me!
Yes, we do mock you. Do you agree, Justin?
Yeah. Any chance we can get, right?
Yep. We need the truth. We demand the truth.
You can't handle the truth!
I dare ya!
That was not my intention, but I do have a problem with your attitude. I want you to give a clear reason why we can't speak to Mr. Gustavia in person.
A clear reason? Gustavia and Dover's collaboration has no bearing on this case.
You claim that their collaboration is invariant? Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover relationship had turned sour. Yes, go ahead.
Irrelevant, bro.
Thank you. It could serve as a motive for murder.
You're saying that Gustavia and Dover's collaboration was linked to the motive for the murder? If that were the case, why did he not conceal it? After all, we found out about this collaboration from Gustavia himself.
Hmm?
If you really are a lawyer, show us evidence that gives us reason to suspect Gustavia.
Only one of Gustavia's actions have been suspicious from so far. Others, Miss Von Kama already knew this fact. Is could be the trap by Von Karma.
What's wrong, defense then? You're going to answer.
But I must not back down now. Mr. Galavia sneaked into Mr. Dover's room. His reason for this is certainly unclear, but the very fact he secretly entered the victim's room is reason enough for suspecting. Quit with disking, buddy. You're disking too much.
If that's the extent of it, I can dispel those doubts.
I knew it. Was it a trap after all?
I was intending to save this for the courtroom, but I'll make a special exception. We wouldn't want to prolong the trial with unnecessary information, would we? Take a look at this. They're a couple?
I'm not sure. This is...
Gay?
This is a photo of Gustavia and Dover and their son. Gustavia entered Dover's room in order to steal this photo.
To steal the photo?
It seems their sons attended the same elementary school. Apparently, he thought that he'd be suspected if people found out he and Dover were acquainted. Oh, okay, so they're just friends. Okay. Yes, just like you're doing now.
Ugh.
There is nothing suspicious about Gustavia's actions. No further room for argument.
No! Still adamant and not letting us meet Mr. Gustavia.
I have an investigation to return to. I have no more time to waste on the life of you. Curse that Von Karma, calling us a waste of time. What should we do? Miss Edgeworth, at this rate, Master Jeff will be...
Calm down. Karma is busy? Of course. Why would he be so busy? Over the body and murder weapon have been found. And yet already he has his subject. Suspect, sorry. The police should have more than enough evidence to prove the man's guilt. If that's the case, then why is Von Karma still investigating the crime scene?
Mr. Edgeworth? Is there something wrong?
It seems I have overlooked a matter of vital importance, considering that he already has evidence he needs to convict Mr. Master. I feel that Von Karma hasn't composed as he should be. Eat up, buddy! He didn't even tell the detective Bat the full results of the investigation.
Yeah. Von Karma's a bit on the edge at the moment. Von Karma has a Well, he still hasn't received that autopsy report.
Furthermore, something vanished from the crime scenes and we didn't know why. Back to the bath, please take a look at the crime scene carefully once more. The bloodstain that should remain on the crime scene has disappeared. Bloop.
I definitely didn't get any reports about the bloodstain being cleaned up.
But the strange thing we found wasn't in Mr. Master's room at all.
The match, the blood in the fountain is Dover's.
Mr. Dope, first vanishing from Mr. Master's room, and somehow found its way to the fountain. What does this mean? I would say these two are connected. And what comes out of that is the no autopsy report. But I can be wrong.
Okay, so you want to connect the blood in the water to the blood stain that disappeared.
I was right on that. Okay. Wow, I'm getting myself an investigator slash... Yeah. I'm kind of becoming a detective myself. Although the victim's blood wasn't found in the master's room. It was detected in water fountain. It should be no for the killer to conceal the bloodstains after the body was found. It is unnatural that the bloodstains were found with the body disappeared. Unless the body was moved, the blood would still have remained on the chocolate. Tell me someone removed the body and then erased the bloodstains. Well, there's the only way, so BAM! I was right! I'm good. Possible that the body was removed from the crime scene, and the autopsy report still has not arrived. Although we have a murder weapon and a suspect, we don't know much about the body. The investigator under the accusation of the body had to be discovered. Perhaps this assassination was wrong from the very beginning. Why didn't Von Karma Detective Bad the autopsy report? You understand that, yes, I must turn my logic around. My thinking shouldn't be why Von Karma is hiding the information about the body, but rather what if Von Karma doesn't have the information to begin with? What happens if I think it like that? Possibly that the body wasn't removed by the police for the autopsy report. It was moved and hidden by the real killer.
Mr. Edgeworth?
I heard many dark rumors surrounding Von Karma. He's a prosecutor who forges evidence, fabricates testimonies, and makes backroom deals.
Yeah, I've heard that too, but what does that have to do with this?
I tried to avoid judging around based on rumors, but I didn't let those rumors influence my opinion on Von Karma until today. It seems he is a man who would distort the truth.
Distort the truth? You don't mean forgery?
I do. I can't allow him to get away with this.
I must return to the prosecutor's office for now. Not a word to that attorney.
Roger!
Roger.
Hold it!
What do you want, defense attorney?
I want you to know that. I want to know the truth what you have been hiding.
Fool! Are you trying to mislead the police's investigation again? If you interfere with the investigation anymore, I'll be forced to reprimand you myself.
Police? No. My objection is with you.
What?
Isn't it a prosecutor's job to ensure justice for the criminals?
What are you saying? I have no time to debate the job of a prosecutor with you. However, I will tell you one thing. My job is to ensure all those I prosecute are found guilty. But for the perfect truth, there can be no room for doubt.
And to find the perfect proof, you should have to stoop to forgery.
Ah! I was wondering what you were going on about. You intend to accuse me of forgery, don't you?
Yes. And it's for that reason you did not allow Detective Bat to investigate.
What do you mean?
The real reason Detective Bat wasn't investigating was not so he could keep an eye on us. It was to hide the fact you never found the body.
What?
They never found the body? You cretins! You will cease with these ludicrous accusations! I will not tolerate any further insult.
In that case, let us identify the body. If you do, we will have evidence to show whether I'm right or not.
Yeah! Tisk, tisk, tisk. The burden of proof falls on you, defense attorney. I have no reason to comply with your baseless conjecture.
You must not know. You must have noticed too the lack of bloodstains at the crime scene. So why did the blood vanish? And more importantly, where did it go?
Foolishness! Why would anyone erase just the blood in the chest that contained the body?
Yes, that's exactly right. If the body was found there, the disappearance bloodstains would have no meaning at all. However, what if the blood was already gone? The body was already gone. To erase the trace of the blood being there, one should have to get rid of the bloodstains as well.
Why make such a fuss over those bloodstains? It seems like a trivial detail to me. Or are you saying that you can show me where those bloodstains went?
In court, everything must be set with evidence. Isn't that right, Von Karma? In that case, I will show you the evidence supporting my claim. Don't tell me yet, bro. I have a feeling I know the answer. Where is that thing? Okay, the fountain is not there, but I feel it's here. That one.
Yes, you are right.
Ah! Another $10 in the pocket. Yes!
I think you're getting good at being an investigator, bro.
We didn't bet for $10.
I know. I'm just making fun of it. There were traces of the victim's blood found in the fountain. Traces of the master's chocolate were also found in the very fountain. In other words, the blood was washed down the stream, which then flooded into the fountain. All of this points to one possibility. After the body was removed, someone erased the blood stains.
Ah!
Fornkama, where was the body really found? If you really found the body, you should be able to answer.
In his red socks.
You! How do you know this information? How do you know the results of the water composition tests on the fountain?
Yeah, we were not allowed to go in any rooms or upstairs. We never said that about the patio. Haha. Oh, fault for karma. You dig your own grave again. Am I right, bro?
You're right.
Yeah?
Because I allowed them to investigate.
I'd fall in my star. From here on out, I will not allow you to associate any further with this case.
It's no like you were letting me do much anyway.
Fornkama, you still haven't answered my question. Or are you admitting to the fact that you didn't find the body after all?
This tip. You say I never found the body. Where is your evidence?
You're never going to confess.
I have nothing further to say to you. Gregory Edgeworth, this matter will be decided in court.
Man, and I hate this guy. Really.
We all
see
do.
just- We'll see just how well your logic holds up there.
We all hate this guy, right, Justin?
Yeah.
He's
If
the.
I was a tense eternity, I will do whatever it most to make him embarrassing himself. Just like how Johnny Depp does with Amber Heard.
Have Johnny Depp won?
I don't know, but I hope so.
Me too.
Because, well, Amber Heard herself says that that it was Johnny Depp that I did everything, but I'm not sure. I think they are both victims as well, but of course Amber makes like a big attitude out of it.
Yeah, I know.
I believe that the case is on pause or something and it's going to come back in like 2 weeks' time or something like
there
that.
are time limits, said the judge, and I think they have total time of 36 hours in total, if I recall.
Okay, so
to-
not a week. Never mind.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. We all hate this guy, and he even... Yeah, he did some stuff in the future, well, our past now, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, killing Gregory Edgeworth.
Yeah, and taking his son into the prosecutor's path in Forkama way. Ugh.
In the Von Karma way.
There's only perfect, and you make it sure that the defense attorneys lose. Asshole. Forkama! I know your methods are wrong. I promise, without a fail, I will expose the truth you have hidden. Detective Bet, I'm sorry. Because of you letting me investigate that. Detective Bat?
No. There was bound to happen, sooner or later. This is also the first time I have been restricted in my investigation. You were 30, then they never found the body sounds pretty close to the mark.
Yeah, that will make clear in court.
If there's anything I can do to help, let me know. Even though I'm no longer in charge of this case.
Then, though I'm very sorry about this, I have one more favor to ask of you.
Hey, what are you guys whispering about? I want to know too.
I'm gonna guess they are talking about Miles. They want to make sure Miles is okay and such. Even it kind of went dark. It worked out, I guess. Oh no, I'm wrong. Yeah, this will be my trump card in court. The information I've gathered up until now couldn't be enough to prove Mr. Master's innocence. But if all else fails, I will have this ready.
Your trump card?
You will see the trial.
In the trial.
Wow, I get to be at the trial too?
Of course, you are my assistant after all.
I'll be an ace attorney too next year. Von Kammer will never beat the two of us.
Right. Although I hope to clear the master's name before you become a lawyer. If Von Karma to be my opponent, he will want the trial ended in a day.
That's right. We have to save Master Jeff as fast as we can. After all, this is you we're talking about. I'm sure you'll beat Von Karma.
And he sure did. Master Jeff, alone in a dark cell, arrested on false charges, must expose Von Karma's lies if I am to save him.
And then let's go gray. Back to
the present.
present.
Oh, sorry guys, this is sadly where we're gonna end off for today. If you like the content so far, make sure to hit that sexy free follow button. You can also hit the like button, the notification bell, the subscribe button on Twitch, which is twitch.tv, says MegaDragonoid. Make sure to hit the watch button on deviantart.com and search up MegaDragonoid. And you can also go to our Discord server or Twitter page, both in the description below. And if Sira just want to add their stuff, they can.
If you want to go to my YouTube, you search for Princess Sira with the light blue hedgehog, and that's about it.
If you want to check me out, I've got YouTube, which is just Parodies Man. I've got Twitch, which is Just Parry's Minor, and DeviantArt, was it, which is Dr. Chester the First.
And there you go. We wish you all a good day, a good week, and have a nice day, everybody. Peace.